Can you reach HQ?
No, comms are as it seems. We should regroup.
Well, there you have it. Welcome to Episode 2, Scenario 2 on Infernal difficulty. I just wanted to show off some things that are different about Infernal, but mainly things like this. There's an item here. I had all my stuff taken away, but there's something on the table waiting just for me. Legendary parts. You don't get these on regular play. Now, I'll just tell you what this is. This is Burst 3. It's a handgun burst, which we've already gotten, but this one lets you fire 5 bullets with the pull of a trigger. Otherwise, there are many more enemies in places where they shouldn't even be. They take way more damage, but also there's this. Let's grab the screwdriver. There's dried blood on it. There's no screwdriver. Well, this is something that I actually marveled at during the regular playthrough. Oh my goodness, drain the water. What's inside? An item? An enemy? Let's drain the tub. That's where the screwdriver is. Got it. One more thing to do for this room to show off the Infernal difficulty difference. But first, the part I can't stand. There we go. Anyway, the puzzle has changed just a little bit. Let's do this. There we go. Well, the monster's awake, but I'm out of here. Okay, and that's the first look at some sweet Infernal unique item and puzzle changes. Here we are in Episode 3, Scenario 2. Wall blister's a little early, but that's not why I'm here. I just acquired the helm key so I can enter the helm door. And there's something for me to scan. There's just some ammo over here, but I'm more interested in this table. This, I'll just tell you, is Long Magazine 5. It upgrades your capacity for your weapon to 150%. Very, very useful. And I'll be needing all the ammo I can get on this difficulty. I made it a little bit further in Episode 3, Scenario 2, and I'm in front of another helm key door, Room 303, Guest Room 303. So I'm going to go ahead and take what I can find from this room. We have illegal custom parts, but I'm actually more interested in this. Legendary. This is Damage 4, something you could find in the main campaign even on normal, but this is way, way early for something like that. So I'll take it. Here we are in Episode 3, Scenario 2 again. I've made it to the Grand Hall. You start on the 2nd floor, I've made it up to the 3rd floor. And here we have another legendary part. This is something I don't even think I found in the main campaign. Brass Knuckle 1. It ups your physical attack damage by 200%. So it's not doubling it, it's tripling it. It's upping it by 200%. Pretty fantastic. And you know something? While I'm up here, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to head to the solarium. So far, mercifully, the Grand Hall still has no enemies. I know the solarium is where you're supposed to first meet the wall blisters. We'll see if anything attacks me immediately. I don't know. Okay, well here's your scripted wall blister. So far, so good. Wow, just immediately. I'm gonna need Parker to step in. Jeez. That's a brutal death animation. Well, it goes down easily enough with an upgraded Hydra. Really? No mercy. I love that those explosions just don't hurt. What about you? You gonna fight me? Cool. So I can't go in, but this is where I can show another Infernal difficulty change. This, I think, is going to be more complex than what we had first done. So, we'll do this. Ooh, boy. Easy every time. And look. A legendary part just waiting for me. What we just picked up was Charge Shot 4, which works for the Magnum, which is somehow even scarier than normal. And sure, regular custom parts is fine. Here I am in Episode 4. There's no subdivision of scenarios, it's just Episode 4. But I have purified the water in the solarium, and now I can collect my rewards. One of which... oh, something's covering the pool. Creepy. Yeah, but more importantly, we have a custom part, but we also have illegal custom part, but we also have a legendary part. Now this is Narrow 2. So Narrow 1 reduced the shotgun scatter range. This one reduces it by 12 degrees, which is most impressive. But wait, there's more. A new weapon. The P90, something I thought was only in raid mode. This, I think, has the fastest firing speed of the machine guns. Yeah. That's pretty nuts. I'll hold on to my current loadout for now so I can safely put that thing into the weapons crate, but now that I've picked it up, there it shall go. And one more thing before I forget, while we're here on the other side... a secret Magnum ammo case. Very nice indeed. We're continuing Episode 4, we're back in the dining room, and this is actually something I directly addressed during the Let's Play. Custom part, that's nice. Legendary part. This is Infighter 3, You might remember what the infighter stuff does. You get more powerful as enemies get closer. And this can charge you to up to 100% more powerful, so double your power. And it's for the rifle. Obviously, you're not generally supposed to use rifle for close quarters combat, but if you have something that fires pretty quickly, it can be absolutely devastating. I'm still in episode 4, and I'm back at the very beginning of the game in the room where we thought we saw Chris. Turned out to be a dummy. There were a couple of enemies in here, which I may as well scan for a couple of cheap points. Oh, look, I got him. But you may have also noticed that there's something else for me to scan. Ammo. But here's the real important thing. Legendary part. This is Daze 3. It ups your power to put an enemy into a daze by 300%, and it's good for the handgun. That sounds pretty good to me. We are now in episode 5, scenario 2, and I'm looking for some extra stuff. Okay, there's a green herb, but... oh, didn't even have to scan for it. Shotgun ammo case just lying there for me. Piece of cake. More ammo is good, especially on Infernal mode. And especially when I main the Hydra. We are still in episode 5, scenario 2. I'm trying to pull levers and control steam and all that, but if we look over here, we have custom parts. Machine gun ammo I don't need. 50. Nice. And again, just lying in front of me. No need to scan. Handgun ammo case. Yes, please. Works for me. I am in episode 6, scenario 2, in that giant room where I'm about to fight that major tank of a boss. But before I do, there's an item just sitting here. Machine gun ammo case. Very nice. Probably useful against this particular boss as well. Well, good news, I managed to beat the boss. He was fast. But, while we're here, there's all sorts of stuff we could scan. I got most of it, but I didn't get this. Handgun ammo. That's what I wanted to show you. There we go. Legendary parts. This is Critical 2. It ups your critical rate by 100%, so it's a very good thing to have. But you know something? While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and show not one, but 2 more things that are special to Infernal mode. I'm also not going to heal because I'm about to beat the episode. Oh, there actually still is something here. I'm about to beat the episode, so once you do that, that just auto heals you. I mean, it is true for episodes, but it does it for scenarios as well. Now I'm about to be done with both. Okay, here we go. Bunch of ammo. I would actually like my magnum ammo back, because I used a bunch of it on the boss.
Good to take in the fresh air.
We got a lot more than we bargained for on this ship.
Yeah. We've been fighting for our lives this whole time.
I hope we can catch our breaths after checking in with HQ.
Legendary parts. It's just sitting there. This is Fire Rate 5. For machine guns, it ups their firing rate by 150%. So that P90 machine gun in particular is just a buzzsaw. But then, finally, we have this puzzle, which is actually different. Not all puzzles on Infernal mode are harder. I think 3 of them are, but this is one of them. Now I think this is the last one, too. Now I struggled a bit with this in normal mode. Let's see if I could do any better in Infernal mode. There we go. Mission complete.
I think that should do it.
We are in Episode 7, Scenario 1. If I go through this door, I'm going to have to fight a lot of hunters. But before I do that, I'll take a few grenades. No, I won't. I have 9. But I will take this. Magnum ammo case. That is very welcome, especially after that last boss fight. Here I am after having beaten the hunters. I'm actually playing Episode 7 Scenario 2 right now, but I could have done this in Scenario 1, I was just too caught up in the fight. There's a green ammo case over here right after you step outside the cabin to get to the helipad area, but it's just lying here. Rifle ammo case, which is great because this rifle was instrumental in beating those hunters. I am still in Episode 7 Scenario 2, and I'm on the pause menu because I do not have time to leave this in gameplay while I talk. Do you remember that 5-minute escape sequence? Well, this time it's 4 minutes, and everything is harder, so let's get our bearings and unpause. That's fine. I think he actually bonked me past the traps. This is actually the way to leave. I don't want to leave yet. I want to go this way. Hey look, it's a legendary part. And now I can pause to get my bearings. But as to what this part is, it's Long Magazine 6. It ups the magazine capacity by 200%, and it's for the machine gun. So that P90 with extra power, extra capacity, that thing will be devastating. Fire rate up, capacity up, move over everybody, that DPS is next level. I'm in Episode 8, Scenario 1. Remember that whole bit where everything's flooded and you gotta swim your way out? Well, before I do all that, hey look, a weapon crate. I don't care. Hey look, a scannable thing. I don't know which one's which, so I'll pick up both. That's the one I want. Reloader 2. Your reload speed is increased by 80%. Very useful. And also some handgun bullets. That's fantastic. I'm now in Episode 8, Scenario 3. Remember the lab where we gotta get our fingerprint ID? Well, before we do that, let us instead pick up another legendary part. This is Damage 7. 7. It ups your firepower by 150%. Whatever you put this thing on, it becomes a true killing machine. I am at the end of Episode 8 Scenario 3, the Long Tunnel. Instead of having 0 enemies, it had a lot of enemies. 2 projectile oozes, 2 melee ones, 3 of the sharks, I think 1 head, 1 legs, and 1 full. But more importantly, this is just lying around. Handgun ammo case. A nice way to wrap up the episode. We are now in Episode 10, Scenario 2. I'm on the pause menu because there's an escape sequence and I have a limited time to get out of here, but there is a part that I can look for.
We're out of time.
Legendary parts. So this is Burst 5. It lets you fire 3 shots at once with the rifle, which is pretty crazy. Also, you may have noticed the timer. Normally I have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to get off the ship. Now I have 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We are now in Episode 12, Scenario 1, and we're about to pick up the last legendary custom part in the game. I have this paused because this requires a little bit of timing on my part. Let's give it a shot. And there it is. This is Damage 7. We've gotten one of these before. It ups your attack power by 150%. A good item to have. And with this, there's only one more pickup that is unique to Infernal mode. We are still in Episode 12, Scenario 2. For the last pickup, in the game, exclusive to Infernal mode, shotgun ammo case. Now, the only thing I have left to unlock from Infernal mode is what I get for beating it. Well, I've done the impossible. I've beaten Infernal mode and I've unlocked the infinite rocket launcher. This is going to make my life considerably easier on normal mode when I'm trying to scan all the enemies, beat the game without dying, etc. But there you go. That was Infernal mode, and it was brutal.